This is going to be an interesting video. So today we'll be going through the best sealed products to pick up in 2025. This is from TCG Players. This isn't from me. This is on TCG Player. These are the ones that they think are best to pick up right now. We'll be going through each one of these and I'll be giving you my thoughts on whether or not I think they're good, whether or not I think they're bad. Are they good to open? Are they good to keep sealed? What are the best options to choose from regarding these? Now, I tend to do videos each and every month where I go through best things to get for that month. This is going to be interesting because apparently this is the whole of 2025 so far. Looking from this picture, there's none of these I would disagree with as it stands, but it'd be interesting to see if they include any other sprinkle of anything else in here as well. So let's get into it. It's going to be interesting. They do these type of like articles every so often, so it is kind of interesting. Of course, right now in 2025, we do know it's very, very difficult to find product, especially the most popular ones. And looking from this picture, that's the most popular ones. So keep that in mind and don't overpay. Try not to pay silly prices for some of these products. But yeah, if you can find these for a good price, then yeah, I think these would be really good pickup. Of course, it says looking for the best Pokemon TCG products to buy in 2025. You're not alone. There you go. Now, here's the interesting thing. We are seeing a lot of reprints happening as well and restocks. So keep that in mind. It says this year, TCG Mania has consumed Pokemon fans like gulping consumes fancy cakes completely thanks to the release of Pokemon Pocket. We did actually see big trends happen, changes when Pokemon Pocket got released at the end of last year. And, it's been, well, just crazy since then. And blockbuster sets like Prismatic Evolutions, Pokemon cards are in an even hotter commodity today than they were at the height of the collectible boom in 2021. I was there in 2021. It was pretty mad and it was difficult. I would say it wasn't just a collectible boom, but it was also a logistical nightmare for product to just be able to move around in 2020 and 2021. So they also had a part to play, but they caught up with it. They did catch up with it with a lot of reprints and restocks, which was pretty good. So it says whether you're braving the aisles in person or searching online, it's more important than ever to make sure you're getting your money's worth on any Pokemon products you buy. That's what I'm saying. Don't overpay. TCG Player had a little bit of a, get some store credit back. But anyway, let's take a look. So first off, we have the Prismatic Evolutions accessory pouch. I never actually bought one of these. Pretty cool. Pretty unique. I do like these type of products. Of course, it's Prismatic, so it is just ridiculously sought after. Comes with 5 booster packs and the little cool bag. Again, I don't think it's a great product to open unless you really want the bag, of course. Let's take a look at what's been going on regarding this. So it hasn't been out that long. Over the past month, we have seen prices of this drop. Now, I do know that like the natural price of this is going to be more expensive than at retail. It just is. Unfortunately, Prismatic it's kind of a premium set right now. And that's just the way it's going, right? And I just like Pokemon just can't keep enough of it in stock and print enough to meet the demand. So it's just constantly fetching a premium. Which is a shame. Would I pick this up? I'd probably pick up to keep sealed. It's a very unique product, and I think it's pretty good. And I think anything Prismatic right now, a pretty good one. At $54, you're paying basically $10 a pack. That's pretty much the going rate of Prismatic Evolutions right now. And then you get a cool pouch. So if you're going to open it, it's probably not the worst. Then we have the binder collection. I bought a ton of these when they came out. I actually managed to pick up a load of these at retail. I think they were like 35 a piece, I think, at retail. And again, here you get 5 packs similar to the pouch, but you get the binder as well this time. This one's a little bit more pricey. So over the past month, we've seen a steady decline by about $10 or so. Over the past 3 months, it was around 77 and it has dropped a little bit. Now, here's the thing. I think it's good, right? It is a little bit more expensive than the pouch, but if you're just doing it just for the packs, get the pouch. Binder doesn't really sell for much. Not really. The resale value, there's been so many of these. The resale value of the binder is not great. So if you're looking to open up, sealed, pretty cool, pretty unique, and I do like it. So I think it'd be a pretty good one to keep sealed. We've got the prices of obviously the big top cards of the set. We have seen a lot of the stuff for. So it says here, there's no question that Prismatic Evolutions is the Pokemon set everybody wants in 2025. I've already said this is the best set in the Scarlet and Violet era. I don't think anything's going to change that now. We do have, of course, Destined Rivals, and we do have the Black Bolt and White Flare to close off Scarlet and Violet. But in all honesty, I think Prismatic is the best set. Whether or not it's fun and great to open, most likely not. It's like Evolving Skies, but it is the best set. It's like, I would say it's in a tier of its own, but it's kind of up there with 151 in my opinion. It's very, very good. I think it's just slightly better than 151, but it is very, very good. This is with over a dozen cards worth $100 or more, including gorgeous special illustration rares, for A of the EV Evolutions. Prismatic contains more and more expensive hits than any other Pokemon set currently in print. I know, it's pure madness. Pure madness. So, Destined Rivals, of course, as recording this, Destined Rivals isn't quite out yet, but people have already got their hands on it. This is a very, very hyped set, of course, with the talk of Team Rocket returning, as it were, to modern era Pokemon. People were absolutely losing their minds. Isn't the set that maybe people wanted? It's a combination of a Team Rocket set and not a Team Rocket set, and on top of that, there are certain characters and certain Pokemon, and no dark versions of Pokemon either. In this set, which is a bit disappointing, but there are some really nice special illustration rares, some nice illustration rares, and in my opinion, the non-Team Rocket half has some incredible cards in it, like Cynthia's Garchomp, for example. Absolutely incredible. So I can understand the hype behind this, and be careful with this one. If you're pre-ordering this, try and get it at retail if you can. Like, really try, because it is very, very expensive for a set for pre-order. This set is due to come out imminently, and we saw it with Journey Together. Journey Together came out, just before it came out, the pre-order prices were extremely high, and then they just fell like crazy. You can pick up, here in the UK anyway, you can pick up Journey Together for retail quite comfortably, pretty much anywhere. So, more Journey Together has hit the shelves. It's a lot easier to get hold of. It's at retail, not bad, right? Destined Rivals, we look at $260 a booster box. It has fallen, though, from its crazy highness of like nearly $300, but I do expect it to continue to fall after release when people actually get their stock. But over here in the UK, you're looking around about $205 to $210 a booster box. I still think that's a little bit too high. I don't mind paying over retail in this current market state. If this was last year and you were like, is it worth buying? Jace, what are you doing buying over retail? Do you know what I mean? It'd be different. But we are in a different climate right now. If you can find it at retail, buy it retail. If somehow you can find under retail, that's a miracle. Go and buy it. For me, I think Destined Rivals, I'm happy to probably spend anywhere between roughly around $180 a box. That's probably the market price that I am happy and comfortable buying it at. I've been buying Surging Sparks at around about $180. I've been buying, I was buying Journey Together at $160, so I was happy with doing that, slightly over retail. So I don't mind spending a little bit over retail for some of these sets. Of course, they might drop. They might get printed into the absolute oblivion. Destined Rivals could get a massive reprint later on this year or next year. And that could happen. But I don't want to be spending $260, right? Or here in the UK, it's like $210, right? $180, I'd be kind of happy with. But ideally, retail, if possible. But it's going to be a huge set. It's going to be massive. In my opinion, I think it's going to be arguably one of the best sets, if not the best booster box set in the whole of Scarlet and Violet era. I just think it's a home run set. Just absolutely incredible. So I think long term, it's going to do very well. Like, incredibly well. So, yeah, released on May 30th, Destined Rivals marks the return of Pokemon's original baddies to the trading card game in the form of Team Rocket's Pokemon cards. Along with more respectable trainers like Cynthia and Ethan, you might just encounter Team Rocket's leaders paired up with their iconic Pokemon henchmen. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. So next up, we got the Lillie Premium Tournament Collection Box. I actually said that this is an incredible product. All of these Premium Tournament Collection Boxes have been home run products. They pretty much release one, I think, every single year since the Marnie one. So this one was in 2025. Last year was Iono. 2023 was the Clara and Cyrus. 2022 was Professor Juniper, and 2021 was Marnie. So the Marnie one was like the big one that came out and everyone lost their mind for. Juniper was a bit like, there was a lot of it around, wasn't much hype. Same with the Clara and Cyrus, went the same way. Iono, even though Iono was super popular, that kind of also went the same way. But the Lillie one, we're kind of in that Marnie territory, which was again 2021, where the last boom happened. And this one's at $57, and it's trickled back up. So we have here 53, then it dipped to like 46, and now it's gone back up to 57. Here in the UK, we can find these for about £40. In all honesty, guys, it's a really good product for £40. If you want to keep sealed, great one to open as well. You get 6 packs in there. I think you get like 2 Journey, 1 Surgeon, and then you get like Twilight, Obsidian. You get some really good sets in there. And you get the promos. The promo, I mean, $10 promo here. I mean, in the UK, this sells for anywhere between 10. Well, if you combine the Lillie's Pearls with the Clefairy, it's about £15. If you pay £40, you're paying basically, if you sell the promos, you're paying £25, 6 packs. a £4 a pack. That's not bad. Like, that's not bad. But this is a really beautiful promo. It is really, really nice. And I think it's really good. Oh yeah, it has Paldean Evolved in there as well. There you go. Surgeon Sparks, joined together Paldean Evolved. All after sets. Really great product. 151 Ultra Premium Collection Box. I haven't seen this for a while. I haven't really looked at this in a while. This was an incredible product back in the day. You could have picked this up all day, every day for $90 to $100. And there was a ton of it around. And then on top of that, like at the Pokemon Center as well, for £120 or $120. It was everywhere. It was super abundant. And let's take a look. Take a look. So $250. It's dropped quite a bit. It was around about $350. But it has here the listed median price is $400, but the market price is $270. So probably somewhere in the middle, I would say, because that is a huge drop. But apparently a load of it sold recently. 733 items sold. Mental. So yeah, this is a really, really good product. And anything 151 is incredible. Would I go now? I mean, it's definitely it's a long-term investment. Absolutely, I wouldn't open it. The Charizard UPC. In fact, you know what? I would say the 151 UPC now is in that celebrations level era, like way where I'll just keep it sealed. I wouldn't even bother open up. I just wouldn't. Of course, 151 is incredible. Then we've got the Paldean Fates booster bundle. Now, it's quite interesting how well this has performed. I didn't expect Paldean Fates to do this well. Shining Fates didn't do that great. Got printed heavily. Paldean Fates got printed quite heavily. But they didn't really do much in the way of reprints. Let's look at the price chart for this one. So we're looking at $60 for a Paldean Fates booster one, also $10 a booster pack. I mean, here we're looking at roughly the same price. It's maybe a little bit less, but you're probably looking around about £8 a booster pack for Paldean Fates. It's getting pricey, guys. It is getting pricey. Keep that one in mind. It is getting more difficult. And of course, you've got the Charizard. You've got some beautiful, amazing cards. Bubble Mew as well. I rate this. I think booster bundles are a great little pickup. Easy to store. And if you do want to open it, you know, it's still a good set to open. A little bit more on the pricey side now, but I'll personally keep it sealed. I think it's going to be, you know, kind of on that Hidden Fates level. I think it's very, very good. Then we got the Prismatic Super Premium Collection Box. I didn't pick this up. I didn't manage to get one. I tried to get one at retail. I tried, but unfortunately, the timing of this was really, really awkward. The release of this dropped the day I was going away on holiday. So I couldn't get it, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have been queuing to go and pick one up. But yeah, a bit unfortunate. I'm going to try and see if I can get hold of one. I mean, it's $220 on TCG Player and it has been falling quite heavily. Here in the UK, they're now dropped. They were around about £200 to £220 a box. You can now pick them up from eBay for about $160. Some I've seen recently sold for $150. So I've said before that I think this product under $200 is a very good one to get. It comes with 15 packs of Prismatic. Prismatic is like $10 a pack or £10 a pack here. There's 150 straight away. You get the deck box, you get the playmat, you get the sleeves, all adds value. And then you get the promo as well. So for $200, you're getting more than $200 in value. Just you know, in it alone, right now as it stands. We've already just saw the 151 UPC go through the absolute roof. Charizard one's going up as well. This one's going to be a huge one. Keep it sealed. I know that it's tempting to open, but I would personally keep it sealed. It's going to be a long-term investment, I think. So out of all these, which one will I say? Like, all these are great, by the way. All these are great, incredible products. But which one will I say are the best ones to go for? If you're going for long-term, I would say the Prismatic Super Premium. I would be cautious with the 151 because it already is expensive and I don't know how much more it would climb. I would definitely go for the Lillie because that's quite a cheaper option and pretty good. Destined Rivals, be careful. Pick it up for retail if you can. And then anything other with like Prismatic, I think are great pickups. The costs are not extremely high, but I do feel like Prismatic, like the smaller products like these, the binder collections, the pouches and stuff, I think are pretty good. But for me, I would say the top one would probably be the Super Premium Collection Box from Prismatic. I think this is probably the best one to pick up right now. From the list from TCG Player, very great products. And yeah, it's going to be a weird one. If it's far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. And let me know your thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts on these? Do you think TCG Player hit the nail on the head right here with this list? I think it's a pretty solid list. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other products maybe you can look to pick up, but I'm going to have a little look myself and see if I can find any other products in a different video, and we'll go through them probably next week. With Destined Rivals, of course, I expect this to drop. But yeah, I think overall, the Prismatic Super Premium Collection box is probably the best one to go for, even though it's a little bit pricey. Maybe more reprints, I just don't know. But I think it's a great one moving forward. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. For more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on screen. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.